this is the way down to my basement, which you guys have seen in my videos. This is the game room. This is where I spend a lot of my time in my videos, either playing games or something. I guess we'll start over here with the consoles, why not? So, here's my consoles. We'll go from the top. I apologize if it's kind of dark in here. So, this is my NES Advantage. This isn't a plug-and-play console or anything. It's just a controller, but where the hell else am I gonna put this thing? Look at how big it is. It's got a joystick. It doesn't even have micro switches. Ugh. I don't know, yeah, it's a good controller. Alright, here is my, all my plug-and-plays. I don't think I really need to go through these. I finally got my hands on a Power Joy. I did a video of it last year. I already went through most of these in, my review years ago, which I plan to revisit. And, yes, I even have this, which I talked about in my review, but I didn't have access to at the moment. These are expensive, believe it or not. So, yes, I did get one of those. Anyways, so now onto the consoles themselves. Model 2 Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Nintendo Wii, PS2 right here, PS1, NES. This right here is a switcher, so if I want to play NES, I hit this. If I want to play Super Nintendo, that. Yeah, it's a really nifty thing if you hook up a lot of your video game consoles to one TV. I highly recommend one of those. And then, here's my Atari 2600 back here. Can't really see it. Hang on, I think my lamp's plugged in. No, it isn't. Well, this is my Atari 2600, and this is my TV, because that TV doesn't have a working coaxial input, and I need to play Atari somehow. Don't have any way to record the Atari, so I have to do the infamous camera up to screen-o-vision. I do not like doing that. Now, if you're wondering how I hook up all of my video game consoles, it's a mess. You guys I do not recommend you do this, but here it is. So, here's one power strip, here's another. This one's from like 1999, this power strip, and this one's from like 2007, so they're both ridiculously old. Turn that on, and it powers the consoles that have the inputs like this. This would be the Wii down here. I don't even know what that is. The PS2, I don't even know what that one is. I'm guessing PS1 or something. And then here are my power bricks, Genesis and Super Nintendo and NES back here. I just plug them in when I need them. Once again, I only turn that on when I'm home and stuff, so I do not recommend you do this because you risk a fire. Okay, now let's keep going. Oh, I guess I can show these off. Guitar Hero controllers. I'm just playing some Guitar Hero the other day. Really like that game. Can't believe the fad died. Here is my batch of totally legal DVDs, which are totally not grabbed off of my DVR from years ago. I wouldn't do something like that. Actually, I don't anymore. That was when I was stupid and younger. Anyways, okay, here is my giant drawer full of controllers. You probably just heard my aperture autofocusing, or my aperture auto-aperturing. I don't know, this is a new camera. PSX controller, another PSX controller with dual analog sticks, I like that. PS2 controller, two Genesis controllers. This one's a aftermarket reproduction Tomy one, but it works as nice as the original, so I don't mind that. SNES controller, I got two of these, and then you'll notice a running theme. Almost everywhere in this room I have NES controllers. I took inventory last year and I found out I have 12 of these bastards lying around. Yes, 12 NES controllers. Really. Atari flashbacks down there. And then we open up this other drawer, which is a mess. Classic Controller Pro, I got the Nintendo Zapper down there. My GBA SP NES edition, my normal GBA, and then this is actually kind of funny. This is the spare PS2 cable I'm using to tie together with a spare composite cord because I had too many of those. Got some Wiimotes, got some of those things, GameCube. Oh, no, yeah. Nunchuck and stuff there. Exciting, isn't it? Down here, this isn't jewelry. Aside from the fact it's in a jewelry box, I'm going to try to open this one-handed. This is actually, I kid you not, tickets and vouchers from an old arcade I used to go to that I don't think exists anymore. But freaking 564 tickets. I don't even remember what that was from. There's probably a good, I would say $500 worth of prizes in here. I could probably buy a car with this. but I don't think the arcade exists anymore, which is a shame. I probably should have cashed these in when it was closing, because they probably had really good prizes that they were going to hold on to, but they didn't. And then there's a Santa thing that my sister got me, which I wasn't expecting to go off. It's kind of creepy. It's like a Satan thing, and I keep it in a box because it kind of terrifies me. Okay, let's go back over here. This is my shelf of video games, quite obviously. Now, a lot of you that saw my earlier videos, like my Halloween one, you probably remember seeing this. You probably don't remember seeing it this full because it wasn't. There, I got a light for this part because it's kind of dark. Here is my biggest culprit of dangerous collecting. These are my NES games, and I'm very sick in the head. Whenever I see an NES game, I have to buy it, as you can clearly tell. Got a Game Genie here. Got a bunch of these weird cases, but you really don't. Pin connectors are fine, and I clean them like every month anyways. I seriously, I don't know. You know what's funny though? I got this game called Fester's Quest, right? Which is made by the same people that made Blaster Master, Sunsoft. And I don't know if you can see this. It was burned. You can clearly tell. And I asked the guy at the store, he goes, "Oh, it's just some minor damages." Look, you call that minor damages? It was burned. You can clearly, it's black around the edges and the plastic's all melted. I got that for $5, and those don't retail for really cheap. So I was kind of afraid that it didn't work, and it didn't at first. I had to really clean the pin connectors and had to clean charcoal. Okay, that's a bit of a lie. There was no charcoal, but still. Yeah, it's just really bizarre. The rest of these are all fine though, because I keep my games in relatively good condition. Brand new copy of Giant Light I got. Literally, the guy took it out of the box because the box was in horrid condition, and he sold it to me for $10. So yeah. Here's my Power Joy cart, which is a Famicom cart. Here's my manuals, which I have a lot of. I'm not going to go through those. Alright, let's move up here. Got some Speed Cola and Quick Revive. Those are the right colors. The light's throwing it off. I apologize. My U-Draw tablet, which is a precursor to the Wii U, that came out years before the Wii U was even thought of. Here are my PS3 games. These aren't all of them. I have a lot in my dad's house. I got Call of Duty Black Ops and stuff. So I got like 2 crappy games here and here, and then the rest are all kind of good. Except for this one. This one's not kind of good. PS2 games, separated with the bookend of Family Feud, the DVD game. Don't ask. I was a weird kid. Got some DS games. Once again, this isn't all of them. I have a lot more. It's just they didn't all come with boxes. Empty shelf. Don't know what I'm going to put there. Some figurines that miscellaneous people have gotten me, or this was actually I got myself. It was in a mystery orb, and it's Tetra from Wind Waker. I had to think for a second. Or Phantom Hourglass, and I'm really happy I got that version of Zelda because that's my favorite incarnation. Yeah, I got Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Supersonic. Here are some GBC games like SpongeBob, which I have 3 copies of for some reason. What are the odds that I just pull 2 out in a row? Here's Tony Hawk. And then some GBA games, classic NES series, and then some not classic NES series. Here's another pretty big collection. I didn't realize how big this was until now. My sister owned a lot of these, so she's borrowing some of them for her boyfriend because that's what he does at his job. He plays Game Boy games, don't ask. But yeah, I didn't know I had this big of a collection. A lot of these are actually mine, but it's just so weird. Got a code breaker here for Guitar Hero. Some box GBA games. These all I made sure I kept in pristine condition, so, you know, maybe I can sell them for billions of dollars one day. I highly doubt it. Boxed Genesis games. Caesar's Palace doesn't even have the cellar tape broken on it. You can actually see that, which is weird. And, yeah, it cost me $5 for a non-cellar tape broken Caesar's Palace. I do plan to open that one day, though, because I looked on Amazon, and those are like $13. So I can make either a $7 profit, or I can, like, not. Okay, so here's some PS1 games. Cool. Some Atari 2600, very big collection. Not at all what the Halloween video had. Got a lot more. And then, once again, a really big collection over here is my Wii games, and this isn't even half of them. I left about 25 more at my dad's house. 15 to 25 more. So it would be going out to here if I had all of them. But, yeah, I'm just gonna scan over them what a professional video this is. Down here, my Genesis games, and some miscellaneous Sonic stuff that my friends have gotten me. Mostly my friend Steven. Thank you, Steven. My Genesis games all got knocked over for a second. What a great end label this is, by the way. You could not tell what game that is unless you turned it over. Good job, guys. Here's the box for the aftermarket Tomy controller, which is cool. I'll just leave those like that. And now I know I'm going to piss off a lot of fanboys. A Sonic plushie right next to some Super Nintendo games. Whatever. Game capture device. Fairly straightforward. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, green screen back here, which I use this light for. Now I'm looking through my lens finder because this light will literally burn your retinas out if you look into it. So that's really safe. I'm glad I own it. And then here's a puny light that's just gonna cause a lens flare. That actually kind of looks cool. Here's my green screen. There's tape on the floor where the preferable spot to stand is. Right foot, left foot. Some stuff for my cats down there. TV remote. Mostly just miscellaneous crap now that this hasn't been organized yet. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm missing anything. Yeah. So that's the game room. That's where I sit during my videos. I don't know what this thing's called. I think it's called a Papu-san. It's really freaking comfortable though, and I've fallen asleep on there sometimes while I'm filming, so you can imagine how exciting it is to film video game time reviews, or my DanRock reviews, or whatever I call them nowadays. Alright, well, that's the game room 2014. Alright, so this is my computer room. This is where all the stuff happens behind the scenes. Start off with the door. It's an impressive door, isn't it? Okay, over here, some chairs, and a vacuum because of that. This is my hamster, and he likes to make a bit of a mess, so we have a vacuum in here. Yeah, so here's the chairs, just some guitars, there's my acoustic, there's my electric, and there's an amp. If you didn't know what an amp looks like, it looks like that. Futon, I think I've shown this off before. This was shown off in my Christmas special. This was where Steven was laying as the couch guy, and he got up and shanked Chris. That was something. Here's a tripod, something I'm not using to record this, so it's gonna come out looking horribly jumpy and shaky. Hopefully it won't. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, stabilize it somehow. Here are my bells. You know, standard bell set. Pretty cool. They sound really nice, except for my B flat, which is broken. Look at that. Need to fix that. Here's my piano. This is where I record all of my MIDIs. Turn it on real quick. Once again, just a standard Yamaha. I think it's an E333. Oh yeah, I didn't know why. There's confirmation. Really, it's nothing special. It's a really good piano though. And for anyone that wants to get into any MIDI crafting or just sound production in general and doesn't know where to start here. Good piano. Here's my monitors. One's an LG, one's an Acer. They're both the exact same resolution, and I have no idea what they are. I really am kicking myself for forgetting what the darn resolution is. They're pretty small. I eventually plan on getting bigger ones and putting them on the wall up there if I can. There's my webcam. It's a very, very old webcam. And there's my speakers, which are very, very old speakers, but hey, they work. And here's some Tic Tacs because, I don't know. I also have a flashlight. I always keep a flashlight near my desk in case the power goes out or something. But I always keep my phone near my desk too. There, in case you need to know what my phone looks like. Now I'm gonna have to explain my background, otherwise people are gonna think I'm a perv or something. Those are two characters I drew from an RPG that me and my friend Chris are developing. I'm looking through my lens finder at my phone. This looks really cool. Anyways, sorry, ADHD, I'm gonna put that down. Alright, here's my keyboard, wireless and stuff. It's a bit different than what I've shown off before, because I showed off my old computer before. Here's a mouse, yeah, wireless. My mic, my pop filter's in the way. Yeah, same as ever, really good mic. Once again, highly recommend it. It's a very, very good mic. Kind of expensive, but hey, you know, you pay for quality. And the company that made it is Blue. This is the Yeti. Yep. These are my headphones. I use Sennheisers because they are the nicest sounding things in the world. No, seriously, if you can get your hands on a pair of HD 201s, those are what I've been using for quite a while, and they are the best headphones I've ever listened to in my entire life. Like, seriously, they're better than studio grade ones, and they beat the crap out of Beats by Dre. Like, seriously, if you have a pair of Beats by Dre and you try one of these on, man, it's like night and day. This is my tablet. This is what I used to draw. Here's the pen for my tablet. I drew my phone background with that. Yeah. There's some CDs up top. CDs, DVDs, blank DVDs, and blank CDs. There's my external hard drive, there's a disc reader, and then this is my tower, my HP Envy. Really nice computer, actually, considering running Windows 8, it's still not that bad. My hamster, talked about him briefly before. And then here's my old computer with an Xbox controller on top, which has a broken joystick because I threw it on the floor because I was playing Sonic's mod, and it really freaking made me rage. So that's why the joystick right here is cracked like that. So good job, Sonic. You made me destroy one of my controllers, my best controller actually. But then I guess it's not all bad though, because I got one of these, and this is like the best controller for a PC. Here's my lens cap, which you're going to see everywhere in all of my behind the scenes videos because I don't know where to put it. Look, Lumix, that's the camera I'm using. Yeah, just some SD cards and flash drives and stuff are up here. These should be in a drawer, but I just had to frantically look through. My Nintendo DS, I don't even know if this thing works anymore. I don't even know I have it out here. I don't really... Oh yeah. Does it have the correct date and time? Yes. 8:40, 4:06. Yeah, that's correct. Some better speakers back there that use up a USB slot, so screw them. My printer, yeah. Alright, so that was exciting, I'm sure. So now I'm going to show you my computer software, which is probably what you guys actually care about. So I'm debating whether or not I should just, I don't know, I might as well just stay like this for now, even though you can see lines on the screen. This is Skype. I always have Skype open constantly because that's how people contact me. This is Adobe Premiere. I booted up a project just to show you guys what my editing looks like, and I might switch to like Camtasia in a second, but for right now you're just gonna have to deal with me holding the camera in front of the screen. I'm sorry. This camera's kind of heavy for one hand, but anyways, so this is the Sonic Legends trailer that I made for my friend Bartman and the rest of the Sonic Fan Dev Guild, as I am a member. And so I can show you it real quick. Let me turn up my volume a lot, so now you guys could probably hear it. Okay, now there's a slight problem with Premiere, and I'm so glad I got this on camera. It doesn't always work when I hit play. I have no idea why, and it's not my computer, because After Effects works all the time. But I don't know. But so I'll just show you the timeline then. This is a render I made in After Effects of Cool Title Thingy, which I can show you now. Here's Cool Title Thingy. These are just clips. This is audio. Now these are all the video clips for this. Now this is a very small amount considering what it is. Like most trailers have a lot, but I do a lot of the work in After Effects to save me some space on Premiere. This is the audio timeline, really nothing because it's a quick trailer. But then I got something kind of funny to show you, which actually does use up a lot of audio right here and a lot of video because I animated it all in Premiere. And it's DanRock's trailer that I made for my friend Black Ace, which still doesn't work. Okay, well, I'll just sort of scan the timeline. So there's Sonic, and he gets crushed by DanRock. And this was a really easy trailer to make, and one of my friends was astounded by that. He was like, how long did that take you in Flash? I was like, it took me Premiere. I did it in Premiere, it took me about 10 minutes, so yeah. Over on your right, you will see FL Studio, which is how I make all of my remixes and stuff. Yeah, really nothing to talk about here. I'm working on a remix right now of, actually, it's gonna sound like crap, but it's a work in progress. I'll just hold my headphones up to my mic. It's a White World version of like a Sonic Generations version of Meadow Harbor. hope that'll suffice. Okay, next. After Effects. Now this is just a short little thing I'm doing for a skit. This is what I'm most experienced with in terms of software, After Effects, and it certainly does not show in this video at all because it's supposed to be really corny looking. It's supposed to be like a Back to the Future sort of deal, and yeah, this really took no time to make. First off, this is a texture, but I just used perspective to make it look like it was like farther in the background. That's a stock image I got off Wikipedia, and the car is the actual car that I own. So you know, that was easy. And the flames I got off Detonation Films, was it? Oh god, one of them. And yeah, it looks like the Back to the Future thing. It's not done yet, obviously, but you definitely cannot tell that this is my best software just looking at this. There's a bunch of how I animated it and stuffs. Really, it's nothing. It's nothing that you probably haven't seen before if you look at tutorials and if you look at other people's After Effects projects. Yeah, it's really nothing like. I don't know really. Do you guys want tutorials? Because I'll do tutorials, but it's really not. I can't really explain it. I mean, it's interesting. That's all I can say about it. Then where are we on back of here? Oh, and then there's my desktop, which is the same as my phone background. Actually, I think I can probably get away with sneaking the title. There. You can stop wondering now. Yeah, so basically I think that's sort of it. There's nothing really, I guess I could show you the rest of my house, but that's not that interesting. I showed you the most important parts of the game room and the editing room, so yeah.